Hello and welcome to the Olympic Park. You are live in Rio with me, Chris Mitchell, and this is Sport Today. Coming up for you, Michael Phelps has done it again. Gold medal number 22 here in Rio. It's Biles by miles. A second gold for Simone as the American is crowned the best all-round female gymnast. And a first ever Olympic medal for Fiji. It's gold for them in the rugby sevens. What a night in the Olympic Park once again. As we look over it there, those little dots moving around are people, many of them leaving the swimming pool. And they have witnessed something really quite special, because in the last 45 minutes, Michael Phelps has done it again. Can you believe it? It is hard to believe. He has now won the 200 metres individual medley 4 games in a row. That is 22 gold medals for Michael Phelps. The American swimmer has another Olympic gold after winning that race. 200 metres in the pool, swimming all the different disciplines. Phelps went clear in the second half of this race, and in the end, sensationally, it was a comfortable win. It's his 4th gold here in Rio, and the 4th time in a row he has won the event, and he could yet win another medal in the 100 metres butterfly. That would make it 5. Japan's Kazuki Hagino got silver, and the bronze went to China's Wang Shun. The women's 100 metres freestyle title, that was exciting too, was shared by Canada's Penny Oleksiak and Simone Manuel of United States. Oleksiak is just 16 years old. Manuel is the first black woman to win an Olympic gold in the pool. Will share the gold medal. They'll get one each, of course. Ryan Murphy has his 2nd gold of the games in the pool. The American won the 200 metres backstroke, adding to the 100 title he took earlier this week. And Japan's Ria Kaneto won gold in the women's 200 metres breaststroke, beating Russia's Yulia Efimova into 2nd place. Kaneto leading all the way in that race. Efimova, who was controversially allowed to compete despite serving a ban for doping, took her 2nd silver medal of the Games. Well, you've got to pause for breath, because it's difficult to understand what is going on in the swimming pool with Michael Phelps. The times he swam tonight were equitable with the times he was swimming in Beijing, the times he was swimming in London, and faster than the times he was swimming in Athens. It is truly sensational, and one thinks it will be very, very hard to beat. And perhaps the same will be said one day for Simone Biles, because she won gold. The American put in a great performance in the arena just behind me here, as she became the best all-round gymnast. It was an easy victory, but not as easy as Fiji's in the rugby sevens, as they won their first ever medal at any games. What a day it has been. Let's get the details of all of that and the rest of the day's fantastic highlights with Colm Harrison.
In reaching the final of the Rugby Sevens, Fiji were guaranteed a first ever Olympic medal. But in justifying their pre-tournament tag as favourites by winning that final, they made sure their first medal of any colour in any sport was gold. The American gymnast Simone Biles has won her 2nd gold medal in Rio. She added the individual all-round title to the team gold from earlier in the week, and she's in line to win 3 more at these games. The first gold medal in the Olympic velodrome was decided on Thursday, and it went to Great Britain, who beat New Zealand in the men's team sprint to retain the title they won at home 4 years ago. In the rowing regatta, New Zealand's Eric Murray and Hamish Bond continue their dominance of the men's pairs competition by retaining the Olympic title they won in London in 2012. Their unbeaten run in all competitions now stands at 69 races, stretching back 7 years. The unbeaten run of Croatia's Sinkovic brothers isn't quite as long, but their 18-month winning streak in the men's double sculls now includes the Olympic title. Colm Harrison, BBC News.
Well, Simone Biles was expected to add to her team goal, but the manner of her victory, much like Phelps, was something very special, a winning margin of 2 points, and that is significant in gymnastics. We asked the former Olympic champion Dominique Dawes how the performance ranked for her.
To win the Olympic Games by 2 points is unheard of. However, Simone Biles, because of the new scoring system and because of her talent, was capable of doing that because her start value is so much higher than the rest of the competition. So it's not unheard of for her to win and beat Allie by 2 points because it's pretty common because her start value is so much higher, and she's a dominant gymnast. She's very clean, she has strong landings, she's a great performer, everything that you need to win gold. She's not Muhammad Ali. She's not going to stand out there and boast about, you know, being the greatest of all time. However, we can say it, and she is the greatest of all time today. You never know, you know, decades down the road there might be another spectacular gymnast, but we've never seen anyone this dominant in the sport.
It's been an absolute treat today. It really, really has. And it started off with the golf this morning, teeing off very early. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as they go into the second round on Friday. The Open champion, Henrik Stenson, is there in the chasing pack. He's 5 under, along with Graham Delatte of Canada. Justin Rose, who got a hole-in-one, is 4 under. But Marcus Fraser, the Australian, really enjoying the best of the conditions. 8 under par, around 63 for him. All the golfers saying afterwards how much they enjoyed the course. In fact, Bubba Watson, who didn't have a very good time score-wise, said it's the best course he'd played on all season in terms of how tournament ready it was. Let's take a look at the medal table now as it stands then. Changing all the time, of course. The United States looking pretty. China also won another gold in the last couple of hours. Ma Long retaining his title in the men's table tennis. He beat compatriot Zhang Jike in the final. Long and Jike will now team up in the men's doubles. My goodness, they look unbeatable. Now, one of those gold medalists for the United States there on that table was cyclist Kristen Armstrong. She's got a regular job, she's got a son, and as of Wednesday, she also has 3 Olympic gold medals after becoming the only cyclist, male or female, to win 3 consecutive golds in the same discipline. Armstrong turned 43 on Thursday, and she says she hopes she'll inspire others.
I didn't start till I was 29. And today I turned 43. I always say that believing in yourself is a gift that we're all born with. And if anyone's taken that away from you, then you need to get that back. People always ask me, like, how do I bring this game at the age of 43? And it's the same answer. It's between your ears. It's your mind.
I would not spoil Kristen's birthday by starting to sing, but is somebody of you ready there to sing a happy birthday?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kristen. Happy birthday to you.
Why is it like happy birthday song is so embarrassing? Like, he asked me to come to Switzerland and ride bikes with him. Okay, I'm in with IOC. That's all I needed. I'm telling you what, so this gold medal is hardware. It's a great piece that is going to look beautiful in my cabinet, and I'm going to go share it with every child I can in the state of Idaho and across the country when I go public speak. But what I was most proud of were, like I mentioned, the other people out there who are questioning whether or not they can have a goal and whether or not they can reach that goal. And I hope that I inspired women across the world, all ages, no matter where you're from. If you set a goal, you can go after it. It was incredible. You know, I struggle with always trying to be very balanced. When I come home off my bike, sometimes within 15 minutes I'm at the pool with my son swimming. And so what people don't realize is that my biggest secret is my balance in my life. I feel like if I was singly focused just on sport, I might not perform as well. And so bringing that gold medal home and having Lucas run to me and me crying, it was a very emotional moment. In fact, it was so emotional that my 5-year-old didn't quite understand why I would cry after winning a gold medal. And so this is just another life lesson that I'm going to be able to take home and talk to him about. Sometimes when we're overwhelmed with joy, we cry. And you just never know where your emotions are going to take you. But crying's okay.
Well, I'm just reflecting on Michael Phelps, and maybe that's what we should all do when we go to bed tonight, whatever time it is where you are. When you go to bed, dream about Michael Phelps, because what he has done, if you wrote it down, would be pure fantasy. But it's really happened. He's won another gold medal. See you later. I'm off to bed.